Hi, my friends. It's Georgia. I hope you are having a really great day. I thought I would come on and do a little video and, of course, pick an oracle card. It is Mama's soul food time. But I did want to share that I had an accomplishment today. And very briefly, I was verbally attacked by somebody who always verbally attacks me. Ultimately, there's always a couple of times when they are nice, but it always, you can expect a whammy always. So what I want to talk about is my response to that attack. First of all, I knew that I had reached a milestone in myself because I had absolutely no emotional response. In other words, that person represents a set of trigger issues and has for a long time. And because I did the work of asking myself, why am I being triggered and what needs to be readjusted and healed? Because I did that work over time, their presence, their involvement in my life, their traditional ways of triggering no longer have an effect on me. In fact, maybe there was one moment because the verbal attack was about, my worth and how lazy I am and, um, the same old, same old. I did have a moment where I asked myself, listen, do you believe in who you are? Do you believe in yourself, Georgia? And that, was a pause, not a doubt. And the answer was yes. To believe in oneself does not mean I have all the answers. But to believe in myself means to know I'm doing the best I can. And in fact, in some areas, I think I'm doing pretty darn good. So that trigger catalyst, we will call that person, also represents part of a root system in my life because I've known them my whole life. And what that said to me is that I'm not even living in that tree anymore. I am not living in the tree of toxic systems. I am not living in the tree of false narratives for myself or anybody else. I'm not living in a sick tree anymore. And so that was a little disconcerting because, it's like when your root system changes, those things that you define yourself by or have your whole life, it's a little unsettling because you have to ask yourself, well, if it's me and it's me, am I enough? And because I know I am enough, but I also know it's me and a lot of people in my life behind me that love me. And of course, the heavenly bodies above. So I try really hard not to look at people as the problem. I don't try really hard not to project out, but rather take responsibility for what it is they are signaling inside of me. And that is also a form of healing, a level of healing, when it's not personal all the time, if you know what I mean. So that's the part that's growing. That's part of evolving and maturing, I think, is when you take responsibility for your feelings and stop making it about everybody else, and just, acknowledge, take responsibility for your feelings and see how you can own them and master them better. I know I always say that, but it's been a real journey for me to learn how to do that. So now, I'm not going to lie, for about a half an hour, and even just a few minutes ago, I was like, I want to use the F word, and I had a whole F word thing all worked out for that person. But I didn't want to stoop. No, I actually wanted to stoop. I felt really primal for a minute there. But, it's okay. I'm primal. I have a primal side because I'm a human being. But instead, I took a breath and I said something to this effect. I believe the root of our conflict goes back 25 years when you started drinking heavily. And then I said, I hope you know that karma is real, because I am a minister of God and I am working in the divine light. And I hope you're prepared at death to be accountable to your actions. Now, it was just clear. It wasn't a threat. It was just, listen, you can't treat people badly and not have it come back to you. The same goes for love and kindness. You can't be kind and not have it come back to you. So that's basically what I was saying. Like, you shouldn't be treating people this way. And because that person is an alcoholic, I always acknowledge that a demon and a disease own people who are struggling with addiction. So I don't know if I said the right thing, but it was all I could say. And then I just said, good riddance. Good riddance. It's so nice to know that you own. Well, this is a thing that went through my head last week. I only have space in my life for the truth, and in my mind. And it was something that went through my head a lot. Like, I only have space anymore for truth. It may not be your truth, but only have space for my truth. And to move from all, my truth. And what that says to me is those triggers, which will always be in our lives. I have to face another one Thursday. I have to face a very huge fear. So please pray for me. It's a big fear. And it's a trigger because it's a fear. But I have to really understand that it's just a fear and I'm going to be okay. And things are always working out for me, as they say in the law of attraction. And I don't know the end story. And in fact, something in the next 24 hours could change my whole trajectory if that miracle happens. But I can face it, just like I can face every other trigger that comes my way. I'm going to have feelings, but I'm going to be okay. We're really strong, resilient people. We just have to remind ourselves of that. So, we're just human beings too, trying to live this spiritual life with some relevance of meaning. At least that's what I'm trying to do. So here we are. I'm going to read from the well-being cards of the law, from the law of attraction, Esther and Jerry Hicks. And now I feel bad about all the times I've used the F word lately, because I don't usually get that mad. I guess there's a time and a place, right, people? You gotta let it out somehow. Karma is real. I'm doing my best to do my best. That was another message I got recently, that I'm really supposed to lighten up a little bit more and realize the game of it all. That, you know, God's source really is interested in us taking things a little bit more less seriously, and see it more like a game that is not against us, but is for us, a game that we always win, but we still have to play it. I like that thought. Oh, let's see. I see this day as a positive new beginning. It's never too late to have a new beginning. Well, that's true. I had a new beginning, didn't I, today? I reacted differently. I felt differently. I was different. Today and tomorrow can be very different from yesterday, if you can let yesterday go and focus on today. Today and tomorrow? Oh, yeah, because yesterday actually doesn't exist, so there's no need to reference it. In truth, today and tomorrow are about your now vibration, and you have complete control over that right now. Look for things to feel good about, and watch how everything in your life will unfold to reflect that good feeling vibration. I guess that's why I wanted to do this video, is to look for things to feel good about and to remind myself that there was a lot to feel good about, even in a situation of conflict. So, it's a new beginning. I'm really gonna lean into that tomorrow, because I keep getting that message. The cycle is over. It's a new beginning. And I think, as we grow emotionally and spiritually and reveal to ourselves that we really can manage our reactions and feelings and thoughts and create something better. That's all good stuff, all signs of healing. So keep on keeping on. All right. See you soon.